Hi folks, and welcome back to part 14 of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords. We finally bypassed that fight, I must say. Took a few attempts.
Took a few tries. We got there.
Yep, and we also got a new HK part from these droids.
Nice.
So, let's, we're running really low on med packs, I must say.
Getting dangerously low.
Right, let's go and check out the shuttle. We've got a problem with smooth landings, haven't we?
Yeah, we can't ever seem to land anywhere.
Here's Bayodor. Bayodor was knocked unconscious by the explosion of the crash.
Oh no, he's dead. We'll have to leave him behind.
No, literally, if you find refuge, he should recover in time. That basically means leave him.
Bye, Theodore, whoever you were.
Alright, let's go.
Your sacrifice was noble and not really given a shit about.
I don't think his sacrifice is noble.
Neither did I. Wanted to say something nice until we left. Fuck that guy.
You know what, now we've done that fight, actually, I'm gonna... Again, because I forgot to save him between parts.
Indeed. I've really got to learn to do that.
Oh, what's this?
What are you?
Oh my! It's the KKK!
Oh god, no! Oh god, he's a different species. Does that count as racist? I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Huh?
No, there's no worry about.
Okay.
Lay down your weapons, and you shall not be harmed.
Hey, she's the bitch who stole the Ebon Hawk.
Well.
Alright, we mean no harm.
Don't we?
Why is it that everywhere we go, I end up in a cell? I mean, why did they lock us up? What is this place?
It is a
Just another crash.
The Jedi.
What? This ice hole?
So,
Yes.
it seems we've stumbled across the Jedi Academy.
But where are all the stones? Curious.
It's a Jedi Academy
There's a Jedi
with
Academy
no
out here
students.
In the middle of nowhere.
It is a place hidden from
Logic?
the galaxy like the Academy
Question
on
mark?
Tatooine. But this place... Oh, Atris, you have been clever.
Atris?
It's none of your concern.
Well, the sooner we're out of here, the better. Two crazy Jedi
God,
are
this
more
is a
than
real
enough for me.
bitch.
I
No
know,
one
right?
told me we were going to be dumped in a nest of Jedi.
There's a great Easter egg in this conversation, though.
It causes you such
Oh?
fear.
You gotta keep listening, but there's a great
We're
Easter
in the
egg.
middle of a bunch of Jedi. You know how they are.
No, I do not. Not in the way you seem to.
What? What are you doing? Get out of my head!
Stop struggling. Let me follow the current. Deep, deep.
Oh my.
Krea's got like a thing for invading people's privacy.
Ah, with the fear is mingled guilt. It squirms in you like a worm. And the why? Ah, and there is its heart. You surprise me. I could not feel it before. Your feelings are a powerful shield indeed. Do not worry, Atten. If he is a Jedi, he will forgive. And if he is not, he will not care.
You can't tell him, please. I'm asking you. I don't want him to...
Think less of you. I hardly think that's possible. Still, there is no shame in what you ask. We all wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars. I will not speak of yours, Atten, but there is a price for such things.
What? What price?
There are those who wage war, and those who follow them. You are a crude thing, murderer, but you have your uses. You know how important this man we travel with is. Even one such as you can feel it. You will serve him until I release you.
And if I refuse?
You will not. If you do, then my silence will be broken. And then, Atten, you will be broken. You fear the Jedi, and rightly so. If Atris learns of your choices, you will never leave this place. But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg for the death that has long hounded you. Wipe the fear from your mind. You will not find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn to embrace it again.
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch.
God, I like her.
A vicious red scowl like yourself would even bother.
She is
with
very,
you
very
No game of the
skilled.
Jarek can
Here's
be
the
won
joke.
without pawns, and this may prove to be a very long game.
This may prove to be a very long game. Of course it is. It's an RPG.
Even one such as I to read. I suspect
I
the
get it.
self-loathing that squirms within you gives you a curious
I mean,
strength.
this game is not
Spirit
as long as,
refuses
say, a
to
modern
refuses
RPG,
to
like, say,
allow
The
you
Witcher
to
3. It's like
no matter
hundreds of
what
hours
threats
long.
you face or whatever wreckage.
I'd say you can
Leave
complete this
behind
game in about 40 or 50 hours.
our path for a
Yeah.
reason. Perhaps even you at the right moment.
Probably less if
Maybe
you've
we could
experienced, if you're
attain
experienced
some
player.
disaster. If so,
Mhm.
your potential is not yet spent.
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still think you've got the wrong man.
Perhaps. But someone has to fly the ship, and the Force is a hard thing to predict. You have crossed our path for a reason. Our path brought us here for a reason. And now I know why.
Where are we in this?
The past is here.
You'll see
and
where
it
we
must
are.
be met before the future can be set in motion.
More Jedi speak. Care to explain?
No.
I love how Kreia has the ability to just make people faint on the spot.
Murderer and be silent. Need no distractions. A critical moment approaches.
A critical moment, eh? So this is what we were, this is what we were doing in that time.
Masturbating.
This looks like the Jedi Council room.
Oh, hey. I left the toilet seat up. I hope you don't mind.
That is Atris. She was a member of the Jedi Council who exiled us.
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentencing.
I thought you had taken the exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned.
That
Why?
voice is familiar.
Tell me what you've done with my friends first.
Your concern is noted. Your friends have not been harmed. They have been detained for their safety. I find it unusual that you are travelling with others again. I had thought you had forsaken the company of others after the war. Or is that why you are here?
It was not my intention to come here, Atris, or see you again.
Yet here you are. Perhaps you do not know yourself as well as you think. Regardless, your arrival here begs an explanation. Have you come to face the judgment of the Council, as you did so many years ago? Are you finally willing to admit that we were right to cast you out?
No. Fuck that. What are we thinking, boy?
I don't know what I want to say. I'm not here to debate the Council's decision.
Indeed. Very well. Your exile has given you some wisdom, at least. So then answer me. How did you find this place? And why have you returned after all this time?
I'm here because a pretentious shooter stole my ship.
Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hawk. It is not your ship. Unless you're admitting to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility.
Yeah, that was someone else. Who looked just like me.
The destruction of Paragus was an accident.
Ah, an accident. Something
Was it?
beyond your control. You have not changed.
Yeah, it was Darth Sion blew it up, didn't he?
Putting yourself
Oh, yeah, but
before
that doesn't make it
galaxies
awful.
to die. Do you know
Tell that to
what
her.
you have done?
I'm sure a Jedi would understand that a Darth did something evil.
Why don't you tell me what I've done, Atris?
Without the fuel from Paragus, Citadel Station cannot maintain its orbit. It will crash into the planet and its destruction will echo across 20 other worlds.
20 worlds with one explosion, even better. No, we're a good guy, we're not going to say that. What do you mean?
Telos was a test to see if the Republic could mount a restoration effort on the Outer Rim. When it fails, the Republic will not finance another. The other Rim worlds, devastated by the Sith, will remain graveyard worlds, devoid of life. And that is the magnitude of your crime.
I'm sorry, I don't recall where we did the crime in this situation.
Intelligence. It's almost as bad as the Jedi letting the Outer Rim die during the Mandalorian Wars. Or should we sass her?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay.
So you still hold to your flawed convictions. If you think to anger me, you are wrong. How is it that you are not content to confine your ruin to yourself? You must spread it to others wherever you go. Ruin yourself with your actions.
I like to spread out,
but
what
when
can
your
I say?
actions bring harm to others, then you must answer for
I
it.
can't help it, I'm Gareth.
Man spreading.
So now
You're
I
ahead of man.
get. So now you blame me for the actions of the Sith.
The Sith? What do you mean?
You'll find out when their hand is at your throat.
Jeez.
You have encountered the Sith. I can feel the scars on you. Tell me, where did you encounter them?
On Paragus.
Paragus? What would they want there? They can't have been looking for you.
The booty.
And the Sith believe me to be the last Jedi.
You? If they thought you a Jedi, the teachings of the Sith blind them indeed. I am the last Jedi, not you. You betrayed our teachings, our beliefs, the very core of the Jedi Order. If these Sith attacked you, they will soon realize their mistake. And if you escaped, they most likely let you go to see if you would lead them here.
I do not think I was followed.
We shall see. For now, the perspective on your situation has changed. I have your ship. I will return it to you. You must leave here before you place us in jeopardy.
Is there anything I could do to help?
I love a good game of
You
Jeopardy.
agreed. After turning your back on me, on the Council, the Jedi is not something you embrace out of fear. The commitment is stronger than that, something you never seem to understand.
What should we say?
Well, fuck you too, then, bitch.
If you think I act out of fear, then it's obvious you never understood me.
Nor would I wish to. I need nothing from you, except your departure from this place. I was wrong to even permit you to remain this long. I have your ship. I will return it to you. You must leave.
You've already said that,
place
Atris.
us in jeopardy.
Where can I find my companions?
You shall find them north of here, in one of the old irrigation chambers. They have not been harmed. They are free to leave as well.
The sooner I'm out of here, the better.
Take your ship, then. I don't care where you go, just leave this place. Leave Telos.
We shall remove him, mistress.
Now, if you choose certain conversation options there, which I didn't actually do, it's actually revealed Atris has your old lightsaber.
Thieving cowbag.
Are you all right, mistress?
The exile brought up feelings best left forgotten.
Forgive me, mistress, but I must ask. The exile. I've never seen another affect you so strongly. Did you care for him once?
The Jedi have no such attachments. As always, he will do as he wills. And the galaxy, and the feelings of others, can burn for all he cares. The day we judged him, I stood in the chamber, and he was so right. He was so certain of it, I doubted myself. He chose Revan over the Jedi, over the Council, over... But now I am tired. I must meditate.
Of course, mistress. I will tell the others you are not...
I really heard masturbate then.
Please, resist yourself.
God damn it. You know how to pull the epicness out of a scene.
For now, I must masturbate.
I do like her robes, though. You can get
Awesome.
you can get those robes in SWTOR.
I hate to watch them walk away.
And we gain light side points.
Hey.
Because we didn't let Atris trigger us. Although we need our lightsabers back because for some reason they unequipped our lightsabers from us.
I guess it would remove the epicness from the scene whilst holding a fucking deadly weapon.
Now where's...
Well,
I
I'd
think
be
that-
happy to know.
They might have changed it in the restored content mod, but normally there's someone here you can talk to. I can't remember if they changed it in the mod. They might have done.
We have to know that the factory is now self-sustaining, and we're getting infinite energy, and it's enough to power our thing, and we'll have all those things for next.
Oh my god, we got a Jedi Master Robe!
Oh shit!
That's a really rare drop, oh my god.
Get that shit on!
Jedi Master Robe, defense bonus 3, regenerate force points 1. These robes can be upgraded. God damn, that's a real... These are
Let's
some
get us a nice picture.
These are
Get
some of the
over
best robes in the game.
Nice. Unfortunately, your eyes were frigging closed, of course.
What the hell? Like, this is supposed to be like a really high level drop, and we're only level what? We're only level 12. What the hell? I mean, I'm not complaining. You know, I mean, I'll happily have a Jedi Master's robe, but
I need a picture for the screenshot.
Okay, well, give me a second.
Yeah, like back up against the wall, like face the wall whilst you do it. Well, not that close. No, there we go. That'll do. That'll good then.
Okay, so we are going to be a bit obvious in the Jedi Master robe, but this armor's like really good.
Some sexy armor. It does look nice though. Alright.
Yeah, but like, this is supposed to be one of the. I've never had a Jedi Master robe drop this early in the game before.
Well done.
Like, I'm so glad we got this on camera. No, what look? Seriously.
The chances. I mean, is there a way to Google the drop chance of a Jedi
Probably.
Master robe?
Here's the last of the handmaidens. Let's talk to her.
You are the
Hello, bitch.
the one Atris warned us about.
What did Aegis say about me?
She said you
Had a
betrayed
very
the
nice
Jedi
booty.
by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
So she's teasing you. I'm really not a bad guy.
That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause
got a
except your own
huge schlong.
instincts. And she told us why you fell to the dark side.
But I haven't fell to the dark side.
Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up.
So that doesn't explain why I stopped fighting and I didn't take part in the Jedi Civil War.
Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with him because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
That is untrue, but Aegis is entitled to her opinion.
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation.
Okay.
Yes,
She just needs the
it's
D.
difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all.
What do you think Aegis' heart says?
Without having seen you and Atris fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion.
Well, I have no wish to fight Aegis.
Then her expressed feelings will have to suffice.
So if I crushed Aegis' skull into the floor, that might get to the heart of the matter. Yeah, no, I'm not going to say that. I had other questions.
You may ask.
So, you look different to all the other women here.
I honor the face of my mother. It is not something spoken of in the company of others.
I apologize.
There's no need to apologize. You were merely remarking on something that you saw. There's no wrong in that.
Is it a sensitive subject?
It is not
Your
a sensitive
titties
subject.
are
The
extremely
subject
nice.
requires trust. There is
Gareth
no
likes what he
trust in your
sees.
way. Trust takes time.
Tell one of your sisters I stole this Jedi Master robe from her room.
You may ask.
I'll be going now.
Before you go, Exile, question for you, if I may ask it. You have touched the Force. What does it feel like?
It's a difficult thing to describe.
Please, I wish to know.
She was really into that.
It's like a current that passes through you.
I see. Thank you, Exile. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
It was my pleasure. And soon you will be my pleasure.
Oh, God.
Right.
You're really not a Jedi.
Before we get to the our companions, let's speak to one of the handmaidens.
Why have you approached
And then
me?
we can wrap up the episode there.
Not yet. The last episode was cut short, so we're going to extend this one by a bit to make up for the time. Because
Sure about that?
there's another cutscene coming, we see, and that's roughly where I want to end the part. So,
Okay.
I'm looking for a fight.
I would welcome a chance to instruct you. I have been anxious to teach you many principles of combat ever since you invaded this place.
What do you mean? There's nothing you could teach me.
Very well.
I'm the master of the
And we
teachings.
shall see if you have the endurance to learn the most basic of our teachings.
I don't need to learn from you. I'm a goddamn Jedi.
Oh, why are we in our pants?
Before we begin, are you familiar with the Chani traditions?
Is there a reason why I'm naked? Yeah. Oh my god, that is actually a thing. I'm guessing they involve me standing here freezing in my jumpsuit.
All duels between us shall be without armor of any kind.
Then why are you still wearing
There shall be
yours?
no restrictions upon our movements.
This is my bathrobe.
Your feet are not to leave the training mat during the battle. If they do, you will lose.
Okay.
Also, this is not a fight to the death. Restrain your instincts when we fight, and we shall do the same.
Stay on the mat, no armor, and no killing.
The fight will be with hands and feet only. No stimulants, shields, weapons, or other items.
Okay, so we gotta use
It's like
the fist.
RP battles, isn't it? It's like, you're not allowed to use this, this, and this.
If you do, then the battle will be over. In turn, I will not use our higher forms, for this is only an opening battle between us. A test of each other's strength.
Okay, bring it on.
Then let us begin.
Getting the Sonic shoes out again.
Yep. Hello, handmaiden. Do you like my turkey legs? They're back.
You didn't think you'd see him again, but there they are.
So,
Look at this advanced fight.
yep,
Oh, God.
we're having a fist fight with the handmaiden. I like how they didn't let us keep our Jedi Master Robe, but they let us keep our mechanical sideburns.
Oh, I tell you what, I took a good screenshot there. Just a real smack to the chops with your foot. I think that one's going to become the thumbnail.
Succeeded. If you wish, you may challenge us again, and we will progress to more advanced movements.
So the reason we're doing the handmaiden challenge is
Our next battle.
purely, we're going to skip all dialogue just because it's the same dialogue out before each fight. But basically, the main reason we're doing this is you get a big chunk of XP if you beat the handmaiden challenge.
Yeah.
Hiya!
It's so weird watching them. Looks like a really elaborate dance.
Yeah, that's what a Chani combat is. A Chani combat looks like dancing.
Kick her ass!
Gareth, go!
You have succeeded. If you
Yep, I will challenge you again.
then let us
More fighting!
I probably should start healing in between these fights.
That would be a good idea.
Of course, there is a way you can cheese these fights.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'll show you 1 second. If I make Gareth run forwards, she'll back up. And remember, they said if you leave the mat, you lose.
Oh!
So you can make her back off the mat and win that way.
That is an interesting tactic.
There you go. See, she backed off the mat.
You know much of melee combat.
Let me heal up, and I'll fight you again.
There is no. If that we shall use what
Let me get ready.
seek.
So, this is now where I'm going to start using the cheese technique, because this is where you have this is where you have to fight multiple handmaidens at once. And I've got to say, I don't think our strength buff is high enough to be able to fist fight them all.
Okay.
So,
Have you returned to? There is no.
can't fit me then pair
If
up.
that is, we shall use whatever item, weapon, or Jedi technique.
Okay, so we can use whatever the hell we want now. So that means we can actually use our lightsabers.
But we are going to use Nudge Fu.
Nudge foo! There you go, that's one of them down.
Nudge Fu. That's right, back off, bitch.
Force push! Oh damn, I wanted to force push her off.
We'll nudge through her.
Yeah, there you go, we nudge
You
food
are
her.
a strong opponent. Atris was correct about you.
I could take you all on if I want.
One does not sweat.
Care to back up your words?
Then our last.
Why not all 6 of you?
There is.
Blah blah blah.
We fight as one.
I'm ready.
Very well.
Time to nudge foo these bitches!
Oh God! Nudge.
That's one
Oh.
down.
Jeez, this is so easy.
That's 2 of them down. There's
Nudge
the third
foo.
one.
The ultimate tactic.
That's
How
4.
much health do we- See ya. Bye.
There's 5.
There shall be no more matches, no more challenges. There is much we have learned from you. If
You have much you have learned from me. You've learned how to nudge people.
I mean,
And we just
No,
gained
train-
we just gained 750 XP.
your Charlie will learn this for thousands of generations. Nudge foo.
And nudge foo is the way of the future.
I think that's enough for this episode then.
Very nearly. As I said, there is a cutscene coming up, and
Very well.
we want to bypass it first.
Yes, we don't want to start off with a laggy episode.
No, we don't. So we're gonna get there first. So let's go and get our companions, shall we?
Okay, very quickly then. Hello, bastards.
Did you find...
We were fighting a bunch of women.
Did you find what you came for? I came for nudge foo, and it did not disappoint.
I felt as much. Quite strongly, in fact. I suspected there was
My nudge
something
foo
in
is
your past
unstoppable.
unresolved. I feel we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here. This woman who resides here, she did something to you once, something that hangs upon you.
She
She
taught.
does give amazing blowjobs.
She taught me nudge foo.
There is a Jedi here, perhaps, in that you are correct. Yet there are no students, and this woman, this Atris, surrounds herself with those who cannot feel the Force. Curious.
Atris plans to heal the galaxy and then rebuild the Jedi Order.
Plans are fragile things, and life often dashes expectations to the ground. Perhaps students will come to her in time. For now, she is surrounded by those who cannot feel the Force.
Aren't the handmaidens students?
No, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls, trained to resist tricks of the mind. This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force-sensitive.
How do you know that? Have you been reading their minds?
Invade the mind of another. It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be gained.
Well, there's nothing to be gained by talking here.
Very well, let us depart.
Is that okay? He looks like he's out cold.
He's only sleeping. It seems the journey here has fatigued him.
He can sleep on the ship, let's go.
I am sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness in the crash.
There's nothing to apologise for.
I'm fine, General.
Did you gain any bollocks though
Even
since
now
we
I've
last
been
talked?
restored to my arm. What is this place? Where are we?
Jedi Academy.
This must be where I had detected.
Pretty sure that's another Star Wars game, isn't it?
And
Yeah, it
returned
is.
to the
Maybe one we'll do in the
restoration
future.
field. This room, this place. It looks part of a huge polar irrigation system, possibly planet-wide, like the one on Coruscant. I had been told by the Republic that it was not in use.
Are you okay to travel?
I am, General. If you wish, I may travel with you, or join you at the ship.
You must.
Meet me at the ship and prep it for launch.
Very well.
Oh, bang, okay.
I will await your arrival.
I'd rather take Atten and Kreia with me, honestly, than him.
Mistress, you summoned me.
I have a task for you. The exile is dangerous. I'm concerned that he was able to return to Republic space and reach Telos without my knowledge.
Mistress, the Harbinger was lost in transit. It was our failing.
What is done. But now I need you to travel with him.
Mistress,
I realize what I'm asking of you, and I am asking that you keep your purpose a secret, even from your sisters. I need someone to watch the exile closely, and let me know if he contacts the Sith. More importantly, I need you to study him closely. I need to know what he thinks, what he does. Become part of his group, earn his trust, get him to confide in you.
I will do as you ask,
Now,
Mistress.
this is where we get the handmaiden as a companion. Only male exiles. So you only get her as a companion
The
if
exile
you
did
play
not
as a
seem
male
to pose a
character.
threat to us.
Ah, but he
Interesting.
does. Do not be fooled by the
The
exterior.
female exile, who is
His
the
nature
canonical
will
exile,
not
will
be
get a
there.
different
He
companion
fell to
later
the
on.
dark side once. he will do so again. I am trusting you with this task, last of my handmaidens. Do not disappoint me. The galaxy, the Jedi, may depend on it.
So why are you trusting this task to the last of the handmaidens rather than the best one? Right, let's quickly have a word with Kreia and Atten.
Let us keep moving. There is nothing more to be gained here.
Oh, okay. I guess you don't want to speak to me then. I only wanted to explore.
Very well, but we should not remain here too long.
Well, maybe Atten wants to speak to us then.
Ah, hey. You're back with us. We were just on our way to rescue you from those ghost women when, we got locked up.
You look a bit disoriented.
Nah, don't worry about me, I'm fine. How did things go with the Jedi here? Are you all done?
Yeah, they want us out now.
Things went that well, huh? You make friends wherever you go, don't you?
Until the galaxy runs out of people.
Well, that's encouraging. Nothing like a steady stream of people who hate us or want to kill us to keep the heart pumping.
You've done enough, Atten. You can go if you want.
No, I was just complaining. I'm with you until things start going better for you. We need to stick together, you know? And who knows? I might be able to help you out of a tight spot at some point.
Thanks, Atten.
Ah, hey. Don't mention it. It's my pleasure.
Let's go.
Just after I loot this thing. Onward to adventure!
We do need to get to the ship, but there is some loot-seas around here that I remember.
To steal all their stuff.
Like, I'm honestly, like, you know, I'm still, like, ecstatic we got that Jedi Master Robe. Like, I know you've not played the game, so you don't get how rare a drop that is. I'm like, normally...
And save corrupts.
Normally you won't get a Jedi Master Robe until, like, the last planet of the game.
Damn.
Why have you approached me?
They are Ichani. It is not unusual for their children to share similar features from the same parents.
If you have a reason for approaching me, speak it.
Where's the Ebon Hawk?
Your ship is stored in the hangar. Atris has given you permission to leave this place and not to return.
Had some questions.
You may ask.
Never mind. She hasn't got anything. Literally, she's got nothing of interest to talk about. It's T3!
Yay, T3. Beep, beep, beep.
Well, if it isn't the one who stole the Ebon Hawk. Not so smug now, are you, you little thief?
Don't be a fool. Atris stole the ship and the droid.
Says you.
T3, are you alright?
Oh, the lock melt with shield generator, bastard.
It wasn't your fault they took the ship, T3.
Fuck off. Please.
Wait, Atris downloaded what from you?
Porn stash.
Your entire memory? You can fill me in later, let's get you out of there first. We'll see you at the Ebon Hawk. Influence game with T3 and we gain some light side points.
Loot. Alright, let's get out of this place.
Alright, there's the Ebon Hawk.
Yeah.
So we finally got our ship back. And I can assure you, it does not get stolen again. So
hooray!
we now have it
It's
for the
actually our ship.
we now have it for the rest of the game. So
that's for the loot.
there will be no more running around trying to find the Ebon Hawk.
Yes. It's about time.
Let's board the Ebon Hawk. You're going to leave the Telos Polar Academy for good? Yes.
Huzzah. And cutscene that doesn't work.
Yep, so we'll skip that. And the second this little bit of dialogue is done, then we will wrap the episode up.
Mistress, the last of the handmaidens is not among us.
She has left with the exile.
Left?
But why? Her oath. I sent her to travel with the exile. She may discover something I cannot.
Mistress, the last of the handmaidens. She is willful, and she has demonstrated a fascination with Jedi. It may not have been why.
I know what I have done, but it was necessary.
They're gonna bone.
I don't think so, you know.
Well, now that we're off that Dejaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
What's up, T3? What are you talking about? You seem to be making a lot of beeps to me.
What we don't realise is that it's actually just beeping out all the swears he's saying.
You downloaded Atris's archives?
What is the machine saying?
Apparently he says there's a holo record of my trial.
We seem to have found it.
Flashback time!
There we are.
Here's Gareth.
Where's Yoda?
Do you know why we have called you here?
Because I left the toilet seat up.
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
I realised that following Revan to war was in violation of the Jedi Code, and I broke it knowingly defying the wishes of the Council.
It is good you recognize this. It means you will understand why you must leave us. We feel that your true understanding of what happened at Malachor 5 will only happen in time, and it cannot happen here, near the battlegrounds where you fought.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
Double blade.
Yeah, remember when we first left Prague, we had that conversation with Anne to tell him what our old lightsaber was?
Yeah. But now we dual wield.
You are correct, Kavar. When he was here, I felt it. It was as if he was not there. More like an echo.
Revan's influence
That's a massive stash.
amongst the youngest of the Order.
It's
It speaks to
fantastic.
their passions, not their sense. The war has touched them. Many of them have found themselves in the war against the Mandalorians.
It is as I feared, and I fear that we have played into the hands of the enemy.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. He has lost himself. He is no Jedi. He walked Revan's path, but he was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path he did.
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile.
So, as you can clearly see from this scene, not all the Council was kind of in favour of getting rid of us, basically.
It was of the dark side.
Atris was the main person who wanted us
He will
gone.
simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with him, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let him go because we must. Where he travels, he carries his destination with him.
Malachor 5 should have been his grave. You saw it in his walk, and in the Force. It was as if he was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and he cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told him the truth. A Jedi deserves to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believed was true. There is still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts. Perhaps in many years, we will call him before us and explain what happened to him, and how he may be healed. Until then, he must accept his journey.
But he may never discover the truth, and he will never know why we cast him out.
And that is the future we must accept.
Knowledge.
Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
They kind of do. So, I had no idea about that moment after my trial. You found anything else? Atris is a list of all the missing Jedi Masters.
He looks like a Nashadar guy, kind of guy. Caravan?
I knew all those Jedi Masters.
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
We have no choice. We have no choice.
Those
Stow
are
away.
Atris's records you have stolen.
What the hell are you doing on our ship?
I have come to join you. I can help you against this threat.
Well, we don't want your help. Or any of your sisters.
If it comforts you to believe that, then so be it. But the enemies you face are many, and you will need all the help you can get. It is just me, and I am doing this because Atris believes you will need help.
I guess I'll take whatever help I can get.
Indeed. But of course, what does one more matter to our journey? I have had enough of this. I will be in my chambers.
Yeah, me too. I'll be in my chambers. But since I don't have any, I guess I'll just go to the cockpit like I always do. If she's coming with us, she gets the cargo hold. Might remind her how fun it is to get locked up.
General.
The cargo hold is enough. I assure you. There is little I need. I will attend to myself.
Forget Anne, take the regular quarters.
It is no matter. I am used to worse conditions, but thank you for your kindness.
The handmaiden has joined the party.
That's just a name.
No, we will find out her real name later on.
Okie doke. God, this episode just keeps going.
For the last
I know,
time,
right?
No. Because you're programmed to force your opponent to go first, and nothing will convince me the computer doesn't cheat. Even if I didn't have to go first and somehow I didn't suspect you of counting cards, I still wouldn't play with a trash compactor. Yeah? How many credits?
And on and on.
Well, check it again.
Yeah,
Can't be anything else.
T3 is basically kicking Anne's ass at Pazak.
Just check the damn connector. I don't trust the diagnostics any more than I trust you. Because I don't like droids. They break. In the head. Well, whatever you call that thing on your head. Yeah, well, if I'm mean to you, it's because I care.
All I'm saying is that you've gone
And more.
Yeah, we are getting a lot of cutscenes. We want to end this part, goddammit.
Meanwhile, in T3's world,
So I may as well take a look at you too.
I wouldn't let him touch me. His voice is too
This is
creepy.
an example of Beodor upgrading one of the
That's
droids.
what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior.
What's going on?
We have to wait like 5 minutes for him to say like tweet, 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 tweet.
I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to upgrade your functionality.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
let's get started.
Ugh, so creepy.
You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot. I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know and I'll put it back in place.
Oh my. T3 has gained a permanent +2 to his constitution, so he's gained more health HP basically. There we go.
Huzzah.
Finally. Thanks for joining us for this part of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords. I don't know why I just gave myself that stimulant, but join us next time, where we'll go around the Ebon Hawk, we'll get to know our new party members, and we'll catch up with our old ones. So we'll see you guys next time.
See you later, guys. Bye.